Hi my loves, welcome back to my channel. My name is Bethany and I am the Yogi Witch, and welcome to this brand new flow. So today's flow is a 20-minute simple, fiery, delicious power yoga flow. The ideal flow to practice maybe daily to increase your stamina, increase your strength, or to practice for a little bit of a pick-me-up if you're having a bit of a bad day. So you don't need any props for today's flow. Maybe grab yourself a drink of water if you like. You can put a little slice of lemon in there to activate all that energy points within you. And when you are ready, my darlings, I will meet you on the mat to get started. Okay, so to begin today's flow, you're going to come straight away into your down dog. So sit in your roots with those fingers spread, those fingers push into the knuckles, and you can take those hip bones nice and high to the sky. Maybe spending the first few moments pedaling out those legs. As you bend one knee, you bend another. So remember, this is your down dog. You can take any movements here that feel good to you, maybe wiggling the hips, maybe rolling the ankles, rolling those toes. Anything that feels good for you, my darlings, before you bring your down dog into stillness. And we're going to hold this down dog for 5 breaths. So breathing in through the nose and out through the nose. Starting to connect with the earth, rooting to the earth through our fingers, through our toes, before we awaken the fire within us. So holding for 4, for 3, for 2, and for 1. Walk those big toes together. On your inhale, sweep the right leg into the sky, bend this knee off, split dog. And from here, start to draw some circles with these knees. So circling that knee, opening the hip in one direction, opening it in another. Before we inhale back to split dog, exhale, draw this into the chest, step in between those hands, lower the back knee down. We inhale all the way to low lunge. Exhale to frame the front foot, tuck the back toes, lift up and step back into your down dog. Bringing those big toes together, we're going to sweep the left leg to the sky, bend this knee off, split dog. And then take these circles to the other side, so rolling it in one direction. Rolling it in another. Before you inhale back to split dog, my loves, exhale, draw it into the chest, step it between the thumbs. Inhale to low lunge. Exhale to frame the front foot, tuck the back toes. This time, step back to your plank and keeping those knees up, activate the fire. You're going to roll over those wrists, lower through your chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, rolling over those toes, come back to down dog, 5 breaths. So inhaling in and out the nose, let's keep this fire within our body. Activating our pranayama. Holding for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, yes. For 1, walk these big toes together. Inhale, sweep the right leg into the sky, come to your split dog. Exhale to draw this knee into the chest, step it between the hands. Straight away, we're going to inhale all the way to our high lunge. Pushing into the back heel, feel strong, feel rooted. Exhale to frame the front foot, step back to down dog. Big toes come to touch. Inhale, sweep the left leg to the sky, bend this knee off, split dog. Exhale, draw it into the chest, step it between the thumbs. Inhale all the way to our high lunge, bending in to the front knee, pushing into that back heel as we inhale. Exhale to frame the front foot, step back into your plank and move through your vinyasa with control. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, back to down dog, 5 breaths. So starting to feel this magic within us. Feel that power, that fire in your belly. Remembering that if down dog isn't in your practice today, or you need a bit more of a rest, you can come to your tabletop. Anything that suits you, but remember, we want to keep the fire, so holding for 3, for 2, for 1. Walk these big toes together. Inhale, right leg comes to sky, bend this knee off, split dog as you inhale. Exhale, draw it into the chest. From here, you're going to pivot that back foot and roll straight away, warrior 2. So shuffling yourself here, bend into the front knee, keeping it stacked on top of the ankle. You're going to inhale. Inhale. Exhale to windmill hand down to the mat. Step back into your down dog. Bringing those big toes together. Inhale, left leg comes to sky. Bend this knee off, split dog. Exhale, draw it into the chest. Step it between the thumbs. Pivot that right foot so it comes parallel with the back of the mat. Roll in, warrior 2, left hand side. Shuffle yourself around, align those knees, align those hips. As you roll back the shoulders, find your length. Inhale. Exhale, hands come to frame the front foot. Step back into your plank and roll through your vinyasa with control. Inhale, upward dog. And on your exhale, gonna shimmy that body back and move into your seal pose. So hands are rooted to the mat, arms are extended, rolling back those shoulders, find length here. If this is too much, you can come to your Sphinx pose. Finding the pose that suits you as we hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, hands up, you're fed up my counting yet. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bend the elbows, come to Sphinx pose. Right hand comes into the center of the mat, bend the left leg, and you're going to reach around with this left hand to find the foot, guiding it back in the direction of those hips. As you inhale. Exhale, release left foot down. Switch sides, left hand comes into the center of the mat. Bend the right leg, reach back to find that foot, drawing it in the direction of those hips. Maybe those shoulders are burning. I know. As you inhale. Exhale, release this foot down. Palms come to meet in the center of the mat. Lift those elbows up to roll down. Giving yourself a moment here, maybe wiggling the hips, disperse the energy. Before we move straight back in to the flow. So forehead comes low to the mat, hands next to the chest. On your inhale, roll back, open into upward dog, tuck those toes, move straight away into down dog, hips come high, holding for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, yes, for 1. Walk those big toes together. Inhale, right leg comes to sky, bend this knee, split dog. Exhale, draw it into the chest, step it between the thumbs, pivot on that left foot, roll in to warrior 2. And then straight away extend the front leg, pivot from those hips to triangle pose. As you inhale. Yes. Exhale, gaze down at the big toe, bend into the front knee, roll back, warrior 2. And then from here, we're going to take the hands overhead, pivoting on that back foot, move to high lunge. And those hands are going to come into the center of our chest. Take as much movement as you need. You're going to step straight away in to flying warrior. So flexing that back foot, holding your balance. And if you have your flying warrior, you can join me for 5 pulses. So bending the knee for 1, for 2, for 3, for 4, yes, for 5, hold it here. Beautiful. Before you step back into high lunge, hands come overhead, framing that front foot, step back straight away, down dog. We're going to walk these big toes together, keep this heat going. Inhale, left leg comes to the sky, bend this knee off, split dog. Exhale, draw it into the chest, stepping it between the thumbs. Pivot on that back foot, roll straight away to warrior two. Before we extend this front foot, move the body to triangle pose. So Trikonasana on the left hand side, right arm comes all the way to the sky. Pulling back here to gaze at the thumbs as we inhale. And we exhale, hold it one more breath. Beautiful. Before we gaze down to the big toes, first roll back, warrior two. And then those hands can come all the way overhead to high lunge before we bend them into the chest prayer. Whew, this is spicy. And then in your own time, take it as much movement as you like. You're going to step in to flying warrior, so flexing this back foot. And if you found your balance, you can take the pulses with me. So pulsing for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold your flying warrior, couple more breaths. You've got this. Imagine you're pushing into an invisible wall with that back foot. Yes. Beautiful. Step it back. High lunge, hands come all the way overhead. Exhale, frame the front foot, step back into your plank, roll through your chaturanga, lower halfway down. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, back to down dog. And from here, you're going to bring these toes together. Let's keep this heat going. Keeping the heels up, we're going to find our balance by walking the hands back towards the feet and hover on these tippy toes. Hands come to heart center. Finding a few breaths here. And depending how your practice looks today, depending what kind of leggings you've got on, I'm pretty sure I've got slippery leggings on, so I'm not sure I can be able to do it. Maybe from here you come to your crow pose. So taking those knees high into the triceps as you can go. Maybe you find your way to your crow. So pointing those toes, bringing them together behind you, holding for 10. 9, 8, 7, I gotta try to count fast, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Gently going back to those tippy toes. I'm more impressed that I held it for that long because these leggings are really slippery. And then from here, drop the heels to the mat, move to a forward fold. Maybe you find those elbows to ragdoll, or maybe those big fingers find those big toes to move to an Ashtanga forward fold. Anything that feels good for you, but just starting to relax the spine a little bit. And if you crave it, my loves, you can try your crow pose again. Hands come into the mat, knees come, into the triceps, and then find your way to your crow pose. Holding here, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, yes. For 1, inhale, sweep those hands to the side to gaze forwards. Exhale, walking back into your down dog. And then from here, roll onto those tippy toes. Take your final chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, cross those ankles. Move first to a seated pose before you extend those legs all the way forward. And from here, we're going to take just one final core pose, which is going to be our boat pose. So roll back those shoulders, move on to those sit bones, i.e. move that deliciousness out of the way. From here, legs stay glued together. We're going to lift those legs all the way up. Extend the arms. If you have it available, you can extend those legs straight, holding for 5, for 4, for 3, 2, yes. 1, with control, begin to lower the body, hovering just over the mat for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Arms come overhead, give yourself a full body stretch here, stretching out any tension. any heat before you find your way to your Shavasana. So just a quick fiery little flow, power yoga flow. Just enough to get the heart rate up, to kickstart our fire, to relight it. So from wherever you are, you're just going to start to let go of that fire, go of that heat by making your exhales longer than your inhales as we come into our Shavasana for just a few moments. Just so we can rebalance ourselves, reground ourselves. Feeling every inhale and every exhale, my loves. Being so unbelievably proud of yourself for stepping onto the mat today. Maybe you fell, maybe you flew, but most importantly, we had fun. Watching me faceplant in my crow pose. But this is yoga. It's not about being perfect. It's about making progress. It's about being better than the person you were when you first stepped onto the mat. Remembering always that it is a spiritual practice first and foremost. So taking this time to be filled with gratitude, be filled with pride that you came to the mat, that you conquered the flow, that you turned up. That is the most hardest asana of them all, is actually bringing yourself to the mat. So I hope this little flow has reignited your fire, has allowed you to find a bit of energy, maybe to begin your day, to carry on with your day, or even end your day. Knowing always how powerful, how magical you are, even if it feels the world is trying to dim it. So if you'd like to stay in your Shavasana a little bit longer, my loves, then I invite you to do so, sending love, sending light. Or if you're ready to come out, you're going to take a nice deep inhale. And on your exhale, sigh it all the way out. Bending one knee, bending another, and allowing that body to roll all the way to one side. Keeping that head heavy as you bring the body all the way up to a comfortable seated position. Once you've found your way there, you're going to roll back those shoulders. Bring the hands to prayer in the center of your chest, sitting tall, sitting proud. And bowing the head low here. Giving thanks to yourself for coming to the mat, and from me to you, thanking you for allowing me to be your teacher for today's quick, simple, fiery power yoga flow. Sending so much love, sending so much magic from my mat to yours, and I hope to see you again soon, my darlings.